to Drexel Update here on Inside Ambition. I'm Emily McAndrews. Before we start, make sure that you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking with the incoming Vice President of Latinos for a United Campus, Luis Benitez. Hi, Luis, how are you?
Hi, Emily. Nice. I'm very good, and thank you for having me today.
Great. So I guess to start off, tell us a little bit about who you are.
So my name is Luis Benitez. I am an entertainment arts management major at Drexel. I'm concentrating on film and television, and I have a minor at legal studies. I'm a second year student. I like exploring the city, and I like meeting people. So if you see me on campus, just like say hi. I'm super friendly, and I like meeting people overall.
Great. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your organization and what you aim to do here on campus?
So Latinos for a United Campus, or LUC, is a Drexel organization that prides itself in Latinx representation and inclusion across the board. LUC pushes to get Drexel through through various social and educational programming for anyone, regardless of their race. And for the last few months, we've been kind of busy, with a little thing called COVID. We've had to be a little bit creative, and that's why we've made activities such as the spring, like the term check-ins and movie nights, and most recently we started with Spanish hours and game nights.
Great. So why don't you explain a little bit about what the Spanish hours are?
So Spanish Hours is a recent initiative that my friend Laura and I came up with during winter term. I remember that we're both Spanish speakers, and I remember that one of the things we used to like talk about when we first got here was about how we barely got to like talk with people that spoke Spanish, and it was sort of frustrating because for us, we just wanted to express ourselves in our native tongue, and so we got into LUC on last fall through like Zoom and all of that, and we noticed that like still like the organization didn't provide that space, and it wasn't until last winter that I told Laura, hey, like, do you remember that do you remember how like do you remember that frustration we had during freshman year? Let's just make an event or let's just make like a weekly thing based on that, and that's like how that happened, and it's been pretty fun. We've been surprised on how many people have been able to come and just relax and just talk about it, because for those that don't know, Spanish Hours is just a space with two different sections. You can go to the beginner section where like if you're just taking like Spanish 101 or like a basic Spanish class, you can just come and express yourself in your name, and like you can practice your Spanish, in other words. Or you can go to the more like the advanced session where people like myself and Laura or like any native speaker can just come and just talk in Spanish and rant, because we know that um, there are there are probably like good things you want to talk about, but also like hardships that we collectively pass through as people from Drexel. And so we just thought that providing that space was really important, and we just had to do it like as soon as possible. And we're very happy with the results we've had during this spring term.
Yeah, that sounds great. I mean, it sounds like it's a successful initiative that you guys have had, but also just like overall really rewarding no matter what you're going into it for. So I think that that's something really great that you guys are doing.
For the future, I think that we really want to do it. We really want for Spanish hours to be like a staple of LUC, and it's very likely that for the fall, we're just from the fall onward, we're just going to make it into like an in-person office hour so that people can just talk to us and just touch bases with us if they really wanted to.
Great. So, what are some other things that LUC has been doing? Obviously, with COVID, it brings its own new challenges with it, but what are some things that you've been doing here on campus?
So for LUC, it's very interesting because for a while now, LUC wasn't as active. I don't. I think that it wasn't until 2017 or 2018 that the the club reignited and started like just rolling. And thanks to like past presidents, we've been able to form like the current representation we have. And as of now, we're just trying different events out because we do want those staple events for our organization. I think the most recent and biggest event we've had on campus pre-COVID, it was Dia de los Muertos. We did it in the main building. People went there. You had salsa. We had some Afro traditional West African dancers, and it was just a blast overall. But besides that, it's mostly like small get-togethers. We also did a panel on immigration that was a while back too. And through COVID, like I said, we're just doing like spring check-ins. We're doing term check-ins. I'm just thinking of like the last one we did spring. We also we're also doing movie nights. We saw, I think the first one was Coco, and then we saw Wonder Woman 1984 for Christmas, for December of last year. And we're also doing game nights where I think we played Among Us and Jackbox and all sorts of games. And we're actually going to have another game night this coming Friday, the 30th.
Awesome. So what do you think has been probably one of your favorite parts of being a part of this organization?
For me, is just finally having the chance to say that I have a family away from home. I'm from San Juan, Puerto Rico. I'm a very proud Puerto Rican. And I remember coming here to Drexel and I just felt very alone, very isolated because, like Latinos aren't like Puerto Ricans or Latinos overall aren't like the majority of students here. And it wasn't until I found this organization that I told myself, hey, like maybe like I can connect with these people. And I'm super happy that I have been able to connect with them. Beyond that sense of family, I also feel very proud of myself for being an active and positive voice for Latinx representation. And I think that I'm super proud with the current team and the future team that's going to be joining me and future President Laura Rendon Garcia next term, because I do think that everyone on that board and on the club overall really wants to push that diversity and really wants to put the Latinx name out there.
That's great. I'm really glad that you were able to, really find your place here. That's one of the hardest parts of going away to school, is really kind of finding your home and where you belong. So I'm really glad that you were able to have that opportunity. So for any students who want to get involved with LUC, how can they do so?
Just go to events, follow us on Instagram at LUC Drexel, and just let yourself be known and talk to any of us if you want. Just go to any of our events. We'll be happy to talk with you. Again, I'm super friendly. Like everyone's on the board is super friendly. Like you'll just have a good time.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being on the show. It was really a pleasure getting to speak with you today.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for having me overall.
And that's it for Drexel Update. Make sure that you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can follow us on Instagram at inside_ambition. And make sure to check us out on Twitter and TikTok at Inside Ambition. See you next time.